insane, but you need you to go with me on this because the math checks out. On October 30th, 2025, 6.2 billion people are going to experience a cosmic consciousness shift simultaneously, and I can prove it with simple math. First, you need to know about the Earth's heartbeat, the Schumann resonance, 7.83 hertz. That's the frequency that the Earth vibrates at. Here's the crazy part. When you are in a deep meditative state, your brain literally syncs with 7.83 hertz. We are literally synced to the Earth's frequencies. But on October 30th, something unprecedented is about to happen. 3 massive events are converging. Number 1, the sun is at its solar maximum, the most active it's been in 20 years. Solar flares, magnetic pole reversals, the works. Number 2, an interstellar object called 3I Atlas reaches its closest point to the sun that exact day. We're talking about a city-sized object from another star system. And number 3, the Earth's magnetic field is at its absolute weakest point in the cycle. Here's where the math gets wild. When these 3 things hit at once, the Earth's frequency of 7.83 hertz could be amplified 10 times or more. So instead of 7.83 hertz, you're looking at 78 hertz hitting your brain. Your brain will have no choice but to sync up. That's just how basic entrainment works. It's neuroscience. Here's the math that'll blow your mind. Research shows that you need the square root of 1% of the population to create global change. For 8 billion people, that's 90,000 minds synchronizing at the same time. But with this electromagnetic disruption, we're looking at 2 billion people syncing up simultaneously. That's 22,000 times what we need for critical mass. The mathematics of consciousness says that this will create a global field effect. Your normal consciousness operates at about a 20 hertz normal bandwidth. That's your everyday beta brainwaves. But when Earth's frequency explodes, your brain goes to 100 hertz bandwidth or more. That means you'll access gamma waves, 40 hertz to 100 hertz, which is the frequency associated with higher consciousness, enlightenment, and even psychic abilities. So let's break down the numbers. 6.2 billion people, that's 76% of humanity, will be affected by this electromagnetic shift. Of those, about 365 million have natural electromagnetic sensitivities like me. And roughly 43 million people are predicted to achieve a genuine transcendent state during the peak hours. This isn't woo-woo stuff. This is just math based on electromagnetic fields affecting human consciousness. The peak moment happens exactly at 11:44 a.m. Universal Time on October 30th, 2025. That's when the interstellar object reaches its closest point to the sun, but the effects will build for hours before and hours after. From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Universal Time, you're looking at 12 hours of peak electromagnetic disruption. Fair warning, technology is going to have a bad day. GPS systems could be down for 12 plus hours. Power grids will be super stressed. Communication networks will be disrupted, but here's the trade-off. While technology fails, human consciousness soars. It's almost as if the universe is telling us to disconnect.
It's very interesting.
Okay. This is a Mark Ellison's channel. So this guy's name is Biznich, and he talks about right there the sun atlas and a weak electromagnetic field. Okay, so let's go back. Let's make this smaller to the beginning. This one here, Verna Cat. This guy says that on October 30th, 3 convergent events will cause an electromagnetic boost so high that it will affect our consciousness frequency. Now, this is Mark Allison's channel, 88, Mark Allison 88. He's talking about, there was a movie. Oh, and this guy's channel is called Stefan Burns. Where's it at here? He said there's a movie called Frequency. Now, interesting. When you look at this image right here, does he not look like Kash Patel? Isn't that interesting? But I guess it came out on October 25th or something through 25th, 2017 or whatever. Anyway, I guess telephone. But we already know what frequency does. It creates the storms. It controls the weather. It, the 5G and whatever that controls our electronics. And we ourselves are built on a certain frequency band as well. So, interesting. And I also want to, Vatican Pope Leo Proton, horse that was just gifted. So Pope Leo, the last pope, was gifted this white horse, and the name of it's called Proton. Now, protons come from the sun. It's kind of like the movie The Knowing, right? So protons, and I think electrons come from the sun. Protons from sun, solar flare. Protons from solar flares are ejected by the sun in a process known as solar particle events, also called the solar radiation storm. These electromagnetic protons can travel along the sun's magnetic field lines towards Earth, potentially causing radiation hazards to spacecraft and astronauts. Through the electromagnetic field provides protection to the ground. Okay, well, we've been seeing lots of coronal mass ejections, so they're talking about the sun, I guess, flipping or doing something. But anyway, I wanted to put that out there to where, at IPEC Goat 2, we have the girl. Where's she at? Right here. She's got the radiation mark right there. So the radiation storm. Isn't that kind of interesting? And then Elon Musk, is one of his ex-wives or whatever, was also mentioning, I think I mentioned it yesterday or day before yesterday in the video, where Elon Musk ex-wife depopulation event. And that's why I think, and then remember that guy from Harvard telling everybody to be back, have your vacation done. This one right here.
There's quite a bit of abdication of responsibility around like what are we going to do as people's jobs start being taken fairly aggressively. Luckily, there's a massive population drop coming, so luckily there's a massive population drop coming, so maybe everything is just fate and it's going to work out okay. But I feel like,
see, isn't that interesting? And we've already seen the mass layoffs happening everywhere. Elon Musk on depopulation 2021. Oh, I don't know about that one. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that.
I do think there is, you know, I think a lot of people think that there's too many people on the planet, but I think there's, in fact, too few. I mean, the possibility of the single greatest risk to human civilization is the.
I can't even understand that. Sorry, guys. But anyway, so if they're the point of this is I want to talk about is the government shut down. When did they shut down? I think it was October 1st. Oh, and iPet Goat 2. Let's go back. Maybe that's why. Let's try to go back again. Right here. Maybe in the classroom. Go back to the classroom where Obama's doing that wink. Maybe that's representing October 1st. Okay, because October is 10, 1, and then the 1st is 1. Because I think the government shut down. Date. October 1st. Oh, let's see. On October 1st, 2025, the federal government of the United States shut down at 12:01. Okay, that's interesting. AM. So it was actually on September 30th. So 9:30. So the thing I was talking about is that we're 3 weeks in, right? So if we look at the calendar here. Sorry for being kind of slow. So if we look at the calendar, so if they're telling us to have our vacation done by then, and then the event's going to happen this day. Now, if they shut down then, that gives them 1, 2, 3 weeks. And we're told, actually 3.5 weeks, kind of, or 4 weeks, because you got that and then this. But it's kind of like they've been stringing along. But it gets me thinking that they shut this down on purpose. Both parties, in my opinion, shut it down on purpose because it gives them to run back to their bunkers, gives them time to travel to their bunkers, get their bunkers stocked, get things prepared. And then now, this week, and then I think it was Wally Tron's channel. He goes on to the satanic part of it, because you gotta know what the bad's doing or what they think of these dates, right? So on their calendars, they look at the 13th as the 31st Halloween for October. So again, in their club, you can read these numbers forward or backwards. So to them, and then that was the day of the peace deal. That's interesting that it's blue. I wonder if it's blue because it's representing the peace deal. But interesting. So now I got to thinking if they consider, so during all this time, according to their calendar, they're supposed to be doing a sacrifice every day till it gets to the, actually I think it was from the 21st to the 31st or something, that they were supposed to do a sacrifice, a male or female. I mean, this place is like, we are like living in like hell. This is what I'm telling you. This is probably why it's so important for us to find God and to return to God. But anyway, looking at this, you can kind of see that. And then some people today are putting out videos saying we're going to go on the 28th. But I'm not sure how that's going to work, because everybody's got their own thing. But I just want to bring up that they're showing this on the world stage. They're gifting the Vatican. They're gifting the Pope Leo, a white horse called Proton. we know proton storms, they disrupt everything along with electrons, I think. And then you've got the dates of what they're talking about. Harvard saying, make sure your vacation's done by October 29th. And then hiding to bunkers. I think that's what it was. 3 weeks for bunkers, 3 weeks to head to bunkers. I don't even know if I'm writing that right. If I'm saying that right. No. It's like that's in my mind, how they need 3 weeks. I've heard it somewhere where they need 3 weeks before going to their bunkers. Now I can't seem to see anything on it. But again, from my perspective, just so everybody knows, is I don't believe either party. I believe that they're both purposely trying to distract us and keep us fighting and separate from each other. I do believe that it's because of the bloodlines. Yeah, I believe it's a bloodline war, and we, the people, we're dragged into it. And then while we're being dragged into it, they're using our energy and harvesting our emotions and stuff like that. Just like that public assassination thing that they did on Kirk. It's all getting the people to talk about it. When they talk about it and get emotional about it, it's like that energy that they're giving out is being harnessed. It's really, it's really hard to describe. But if we look at our body, our human body, it's our heartbeat is on energy. We eat food to create energy. We walk barefoot so we can pick up electrons and stuff like that back with the earth. So it's like our magnetic field of our own body. Because I do believe we're all conductors. Considering if we're just like the big oceans is why this whole world is majority of it's water, because I do believe water is conductive, or at least the salt water and the minerals kind of like thing. But anyway, I just want to put it out there that we're getting so close, you guys. So hang on. I'm hanging on.